Hello, Weekend Creators. I'm so excited for our chat today. Hello. Today, today's live is sponsored by my 8-year-old son, who encouraged me the other day to, why don't you talk about crystals on your YouTube channel, Mommy? Why don't you talk about them? So this video has actually been on my video concept idea list for a really long time. I don't know why I have not recorded it until now, but divine timing in all things. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about, and I'm going to share with you my top 10 crystals for creativity, but I'm also going to throw in a couple extra because I am that crazy crystal lady. I want them all. I love them all. So I'm going to share at least one bonus crystal that's my personal favorite, and then probably a couple of extras. So why are we talking about crystals? What the heck do crystals have to do with creativity? If you're part of Awakened Creators, you probably are already crystal inclined, but I do want to discuss why using crystals is so beneficial and what do I feel like I've gotten out of the experience. And I'd love to hear from you as well. I've got papers flying all over the place, sorry. Why you use crystals. But so for me, so my relationship with crystals has come a long way. The very first, because they rock. I love that. Yes. Ha. That's like a dad joke, right? Because they rock. I like that. Um, my very first crystals was given to me by my beautiful oldest sis. It was this little jar of iolite, and I must have been just a kid. I don't remember having any response to having received this, but I kept it. I put it in my special box where I put all my little mementos and sentimental things. And after I had gotten older and had my spiritual awakening and started reconnecting with the power of these beautiful beings, these crystals, I found this again and I was like, oh my gosh, crystals have been a part of my life even longer than I realized. And iolite is really fantastic for third eye awakening. So kudos to my big sis, Michelle. She must have known something before I did, gifting me with that long, long time ago. So that's one of the things about crystals, right? It can help us reconnect with inspiration, with our vision, our third eye. They can assist us. They're really partners, is how I like to think of crystals, as partners, collaborators, co-creators. So as artists and creatives, we are in a constant flow with creative energy. And when we partner with a particular type of crystal, it can have an energetic influence on that which we are creating. And it can also help us to focus our intention during a particular creative session or a bout of journaling. Hi, Gabrielle. Welcome. Crystal's here. Wings of Jewels, I already saw it come in. Dream State Visions, loving you guys. I think I saw Venus up there too. Hi. Welcome, welcome, everybody. So, Crystal's here for crystals. Yes. um, yeah. So, these partners can help us reinforce the energetic intention that we want to have or take with a particular project or with a moment in our life. So, for example, on certain days where I really want to help myself feel the love, I'll wear rose quartz, right? I've got these beautiful rose quartz earrings. Um, and, maybe you want to feel more confident on particular days. So perhaps you partner yourself with a tiger's eye or something. So these are our partners. But for the sake of this video, I really want to talk about what are some of the best partners that I've found with creativity specifically. So I'm going to give you some suggestions. You may already have some of these crystals, you may not. I've tried to, well, for me personally, I don't have the money to buy like super exotic crystals. So most of these are ones that are commonly available, but I think that that's a good thing. I think accessibility matters. And if there's something that you can easily find, it sure makes it feel a lot less intimidating than me listing off 20 exotic, rare crystals that you will probably never see in your lifetime, and then tell you to go use them. So forgive me if you already have some of these, but at the same time, recognize that, wow, you must be just intuitively drawn to the right crystals because you're finding these ones that are really helping you already tap into your creativity. So let's talk about some crystals that are really going to help your juices flow. So let's say that you're feeling in a creative slump, you're not really feeling um, motivated or empowered. Maybe you've been procrastinating for a little while. Maybe you're about to do something that's requiring a lot of solar plexus energy from you, wanting to, show up big and bold and put forward some of that masculine energy. The crystals that I'm about to describe will be helpful for you in tapping into that energy. The first one I want to recommend to you is citrine. Now, citrine is definitely going to help you activate that solar plexus that I was just mentioning. It's going to help you show up more boldly for your creative sessions, for whatever, like if you're going to an art show or you want to, you're going on stage for the first time. Get yourself some citrine, really ignite that wisdom that this is fun. This gets to be fun. This is an opportunity for you to shine. This is all about you being the star, being the sun. Citrine's going to help you tap into that energy. And it's a great abundance manifester, right? And that what is that abundance energy? It is that sunshine. It is that glowing from the inside. It is that like believing in yourself and going for it. Um, oh, thank you, Wings of Jewels, saying citrine doesn't need to be charged, by the way. So it's a great stone. It's multi-purpose. It's going to help you tap into your joy. It's going to help you feel empowered. I have citrine on a necklace that I wear sometimes. It's a raw piece, so it's just out there. Sometimes it can be darker, like on the tip, it's kind of pretty orangey. Um, some pieces of citrine are really dark, and some are a little lighter. So find a piece that speaks to you. But that's how I have my citrine is on a necklace. The next one I want to share is carnelian. Carnelian is what's commonly known as the creator's stone. So it's a common one that you'll hear about when looking or researching crystals for creativity. Carnelian is really helping you tap more into that sacral chakra energy. So that energy center that's bubbling with the lava flow of passion and creativity and sexuality and just wanting to kind of explore and feel life without, judgment and just be wild. So carnelian can really help you break free if you're feeling creatively stifled. Like if you are, I've been creating the same stuff over and over and over again. I want to do something new. I want to surprise myself. Carnelian's going to help you tap into that more primal creator energy and help you really start exploring all those little hints and nudges you have that you want to tap into. Yeah, Wings of Jewels bringing up a good point. I almost said it, but I held back. Yes, citrine on a lot of citrine on the market is just heat treated amethyst. So, but with that being said, for me, ultimately, when I'm working with a crystal, it's setting that co-creative intention. So if you have a piece of citrine and you're not sure if it's real citrine or not, so long as your connection and intention with that crystal still resonates with you, don't worry about it. Just keep connecting with that crystal, keep co-creating with that crystal. Um, there's, no need to feel like it's an inadequate crystal. So just move with it. Trust your intuition as far as your connection with that stone. Um, but yeah, carnelian, which I wear almost constantly with this ring I have, always on me. That's my creative power. Boom! I feel like what are those people? It's Captain Planet. Don't they have rings? This one would be fire element. I would put it up, and we would connect our elements. But yeah, carnelian is great for activating those three lower chakras, the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus, and really getting that energy moving around. Um, and then also have this little piece that I stole from my son. My son is also starting to become the little rock hound because of his mama. So this is his piece of carnelian, which I kindly asked to borrow for this video. His is bigger than mine. Mine's just a tiny thing. And then the next one I want to mention is calcite. So calcite, again, is another great, it comes in a lot of different colors, but the one I'm talking about is a yellow calcite, or like what I have is a honey calcite, which my beautiful partner gifted to me by surprise. And I was like, oh, that's like beautiful. And I've always wanted one. So this piece of calcite, as you might imagine, would be connected to your solar plexus chakra. But it's great for lowering stress, calming you down. Um, I like to tap into this too. Like, it kind of sounds counterproductive to say to empower yourself, but calm yourself down. But it makes sense if you think about nervousness. So if you're nervous and about to do something bold creatively, you may feel nervous. And thus, you want to calm down, but you don't want to sedate yourself. You want to empower yourself. So feeling that kind of optimistic energy about what you're about to do. And I don't know about you if you've ever held a piece of calcite, but like it feels so kind of like milky and like smooth, and I just love to rub it. So yeah, calcite. This is a honey calcite. Again, there's lots of different colors of calcite in existence. So it's a really nice, pleasant. I just love the energy of that piece. It's really pleasant. Um, all right. So those are the three stones that I would recommend for getting those creative juices flowing, getting that fiery energy going, getting those lower three chakras activated. But let's say that you have that energy, you're feeling good about that, but maybe you're more up here and you're kind of feeling unclear about your vision. So you're having this idea, this inspiration, but you're not quite sure. You're feeling that fogginess, right? You're feeling that foggy energy, and you're wanting to clarify and clear your vision and tap into what you're truly trying to do here. So to tap into your inner knowing, I'm going to super recommend that you pick up one of these three stones. I'm going to start with one of my all-time favorites, which is celestite. Celestite. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, but celestite. Celestite. This one's going to help you tap into all three upper chakras. So starting at the throat, third eye, crown. And I love celestite because this is such a spiritual stone. And for me, I associate that source of inspiration as spirit, inspiration in spirit. So whenever I'm feeling like I need guidance or I need a wisdom higher than my human thinking mind, I grab my celestite. And I love to journal with this piece. I know it looks kind of pokey, but it actually fits like really nicely in my hands, like between my fingers. So when you're shopping for a crystal too, make sure you find one that just feels really good to however you want to use it, whether it's the right size to put in your pocket, or one you want to palm, or you want to hold in meditation, or you want to have on your altar or in your creative space, however you want to use it. So just be mindful of that. But you'll know when you grab the right one, it'll just feel really good. It will completely resonate with you. And in my opinion, you've then been paired with this crystal. Like you found each other like soulmates. So celestite is fantastic for helping you reach that inner truth, speak it with clarity, connect to divine inspiration, and bring you peace too. Because once you have that connection made, there's a really wonderful sensation of peace of mind that comes along with that. The next one you may already have, and is pretty common, is clear quartz, right? So when we are in that cloudiness and we are seeking clarity, what could be more clear than a clear quartz? So in this particular pairing with your crystal, it's almost quite literal that you're seeking clarity. You find a clear crystal. Those types of subtle associations are going to be good brain triggers for you to set that intention more solidly, right? So we don't have to even get all super metaphysical, which we could. We can just say simply, I like that crystal because pink reminds me of love. I like this clear crystal because clear reminds me of clarity. Like you don't have to have this encyclopedia of crystal knowledge to be able to pick a crystal. You can trust your gut, trust your instinct. And if it's something as simple as you're looking for clarity, then get a clear quartz. Oh, dream state. My clear quartz looks so similar to yours. That's funny. That's because we're sisters. Yeah. So this is definitely going to help you tap into not just your crown chakra, but all your chakras. Clear quartz is great for just really amplifying the energy of all your energy centers of any crystal you pair it with. So maybe you pair this one with your honey, calcite, and you use them together. So if I was going to say do a meditation before I work on a piece or start writing and I wanted to use these two stones, I might palm one in each hand and then just, say my prayer, my invocation, my words of affirmation, or silently meditate and feel into the energies. So, however you want to use it, but you can pair them pretty easily just by holding them. So, clear quartz is great. It's going to help you improve your just ability to speak clearly, to clarify intentions, manifestations, or amplify the energy of other crystals. The next one I want to share with you is also pretty common. But when you see it, I don't know, there's something ancient about this crystal. And maybe it's just because I personally feel very tied to ancient Egypt energy. But lapis lazuli, whenever I see a gorgeous piece, which this is a gorgeous piece that I have had with the intention of turning this into a ring, I'm like, wouldn't that be the most powerful, beautiful ring? I just need to work on my wire wrapping skills. Um, they are really, really poor right now. So I need to work on that. But I do intend to turn this into a ring someday. But lapis, and I have a smaller square piece. Lapis lazuli is great third eye chakra activator. So if you want to expand your awareness, you want to strengthen your intuition, which I have a little bonus one too. Sometimes these get mixed up. This is sodalite. I'll show you this piece because they almost look identical. This is lapis. So there are some subtle differences that you'll start to notice when you see them side by side. They're both really great for third eye activation and connection. I actually my sodalite is getting kind of worn soft because I rub it and I use it. But if I really want to go like super deep, my lapis is the way to go. but they're both fantastic, lapis and sodalite. So if you can't find lapis lazuli or it's more expensive and you want more affordable substitution, sodalite is also fantastic. Will give you a similar energetic signature, and I think it's usually a little cheaper. So connecting to that inner wisdom, tapping back into your authentic purpose and all of that long-term vision of what you're intended to do, lapis is great for that. All right. So far we've talked about stoking that fiery energy. We talked about getting through the fog, tapping back into inspiration and our vision. But let's talk about creative blocks. So creative blocks really describe any instance where you're in the process of creating or somewhere in your creative journey and you're feeling a lot of resistance come up. And that could be anything. Blocks can be so many things. And blocks always, I remind you, awakened creators, are just messengers. It's not a sign you're not supposed to be doing this. It's not a sign you're not good enough. It's none of those stories we tell ourselves, those nightmare tales we tell, has nothing to do with that. It's simply an opportunity for you to finally face something that needs to be faced on your creative journey. And the gift of being on the creative journey is you can use your creativity to help you move through that block. And that block is going to cascade into all sectors of your life. So if you can resolve it through your art, you'll resolve it through the other places it's manifesting, say, for example, in your relationships. So when you are feeling that resistance, what we want to do is get back in balance, get back in alignment, and calm ourselves down. So the stones that I'm going to recommend for you with blockages are going to help you do that. And one of my favorite ones, which I found this gorgeous piece of in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, and it's an egg. It's just absolutely stunning. I'm trying to make sure all the cameras can see it because it's just totally gorgeous. I was like, I have to have that as soon as I saw it. I don't care how much it is, just give it to me. And it's so wonderful to hold. But this is Amazonite. And Amazonite is fantastic for this high heart area between your heart chakra and your throat chakra. Okay, this whole connection here. And this is going to help you really speak your truth. So if your creative block, if the resistance that you're facing has something to do with speaking your truth, being afraid to share, being afraid you're not good enough, or that your work's not good enough, or you won't be received well, this Amazonite is going to be a fantastic. I wish it was Larimar. If this was Larimar, it would probably have been $2,000. I do have a tiny piece of Larimar that I inherited from my mother after she passed, or before. It was before she passed. That was actually a funny story. That came as a surprise birthday gift. And as soon as I felt the envelope, I knew her necklace was in there because I always, every time she wore it, I was like, oh, Mom, I love that necklace. And so, yeah, when she gifted that to me, I broke down in tears before I even opened the envelope because I knew what was happening, that I was inheriting that crystal as a gift, that she was no longer going to be able to be in need of it much longer. But there's so much stories with crystals. These really are members of your family, or like if you can think of them as friends that come into your life for a moment to help you learn something and then maybe fall out of your life. Some stay forever, some come out of your life. So but Amazonite is really going to help you clear out negative energies. So when I am in need of I just really need to find peace and centeredness, this is my baby. This is what I hold, quite literally, just like I'm sitting on an egg. I'm just nesting it in my hands and caring for it like I'm caring for myself, for my dreams. that I am protecting my authentic expression. This is fantastic for that because it is all this throat chakra type energy. And that's your means of expressing in the outer world. And so being able to um, protect that by holding it nearby you is another, again, a demonstration physically through the ritual engagement with the crystal, your intention. Hi, Mary. Oh, Wings of Jewels. Thank you. Larimar symbolizes motherly love. I did not know that. That's beautiful and makes complete sense, right? Um, oh, Dream State. Amazonite is so comforting to me too. Yes, it's just when you find one and feel it, you'll feel it. Like it's just like, yeah, floating on a beautiful tropical ocean. Just love, love, love. Okay, another one for moving through blockages. And again, this could be anything. Your blockage could be about anything. But a lot of these relate to heart chakra because that's where our creative energy sources from and flows through. At least that's what I've been shown. And so when our heart chakra starts to close down or get blocked, a lot of these crystals will help kind of open this space back up, and then your throat as well, so you can express more freely in the outside world. Apatite. This is a beautiful piece of raw apatite. I got this in Quartzsite, Arizona, when I went there with my dad. That was his first RV trip after mom passed away. They loved going rock hunting in Quartzsite. So I got this raw piece of apatite that's just so bulky and beautiful. But it's going to be great for helping you clear communication issues and gain some mental insight. So if you are feeling blocked in terms of solving a creative problem, like last week we talked about using dreams, this would be a great one to pair with that dream ritual of setting an intention before bed to solve a creative problem in your dream. And then also having a piece of apatite with you by your journal or by your bedside or under your pillow, however you want to have it, because it's definitely going to help you zoom in and target that vision and clarify and help you creatively problem solve. So apatite is a really beautiful stone. I think I have another piece of it. I don't know. I've got all these little baggies of little ones, and I think I have another piece of apatite in there somewhere. I really like that one. Okay, and then the next one here, Wings of Jewels. I have a piece of apatite. We seem to have a lot of the same crystals, girl. See, I knew we were sisters as well in spirit. Adventuring. There's different colors of adventuring. I have a pink adventuring or red. I don't know what they would call it. It looks pinkish to me. But this is green adventuring. This is another common one. You'll often see this maybe in little beads on a bracelet you could wear, or just like a stone like this one. But adventuring is a fantastic heart chakra stone. But it's also going to help you restore some balance in your solar plexus as well. It's known also to be lucky. So I don't know about you, but I could use a little luck always on my side. So adventuring is definitely like, how can I describe the energy of adventuring? Like a best friend in your pocket, like the most supportive, loving best friend who's going to encourage you and just like help you believe in yourself. I definitely feel that energy with adventuring. And it's also going to help with some emotional stuff as well. So adventuring, fantastic, easy to find, beautiful stone. Even just like gazing upon it is another practice you can do. Like these more kind of visually complex. It's sort of hard to see in the camera, but it's got all these intricate colors in here. Just gazing upon the stone can bring forth that sensation of peace and serenity, or whatever the energy of the crystal is. All right. So my last one before I share the bonus stone with you is a multi-purpose stone. So this is like the every person stone. Like everyone has one, everyone should have one, everyone can find one. They're so plentiful. I'm gonna see if you can guess what it is. Try and guess. It's a multi-purpose stone. Almost everybody has one, or everyone can go get one. Ooh, blue lace agate, amazing for gazing. I think I have that. Is this a blue lace? I think this is a blue lace agate. This was actually on a wrist cuff, but it fell off the other day, and now I'm like, oh, I guess I'll just make it into a necklace eventually. Okay, great guesses. Dream State's guessing amethyst, maybe rose quartz. Any other guesses? Multi-purpose stone. All right, you were right. Your first guess was right. Amethyst. Amethyst, multi-purpose. Almost everybody has one. Almost everybody can get one. Super common, but as common as this stone might seem, it is a very powerful, beautiful stone. And you can find it in hard form like this, where it's still like attached to the outer rock that it grew in, or you can find just pieces of it that have been polished down, or maybe they're rough, raw pieces. But an amethyst is a great multi-purpose stone. So if you can't afford or don't know where to get any other stones, but you have an amethyst, or you find an amethyst, you're in good hands, because this stone is really fantastic for activating all those upper chakras, and including that third eye, really connecting you to inspiration. It can restore balance, help you with addiction issues. Like, it's just like, what's the energy? I want to say now a grandmother. I'm not sure why grandmother is coming through when I'm thinking of amethyst, but it's like that badass grandma that's like in your corner, like, she's keeping you on track with a little bit of tough love, but at its source, it's all love. I feel that with amethyst, like it's a very wise crone type stone. And it's definitely going to help you clear negative energies, improve your creative visualization abilities. It's a great stone for helping you connect to the higher realms. Fantastic. And if you just personally love purple, I don't know that there are that many purple stones. I'm trying to think about all the times I've been to crystal shops, a bazillion times, rock sales, gem shows, and I don't feel like there's a lot of purple out there. So the fact that amethyst is the big purple mama makes me feel like affirmed in that it holds some really beautiful ancient energy. And yeah, just as a little side note, as far as creativity goes, in my middle grade novel that I'm writing, my characters at one point go to an island that has purple sand. And in my mind, it's created through the constant erosion of amethyst that has created purple sand. And I found out when I was researching Purple Sand Beach, because I wanted to find a visual to inspire me in describing this place. There's apparently is a Purple Sand Beach here in California. I did not know that, outside of Big Sur area. I haven't seen it. I still want to go see it and see if it's true. But yeah, apparently there's a Purple Sand Beach. But there's definitely one in my story. So you will read all about it and see it on the big screen someday. But yeah, that's amethyst. So those are the top 10 crystals for creativity. However, I've got one more that I absolutely love. It's the one I have the most pieces of and will always continue to buy more pieces of because I love it that much. You may have even seen me have it in hand multiple times when I go live because that's how much I love it. I'm curious if you already know. Maybe you can make a guess, throw a guess. I will hint you that it's on the lighter color spectrum. Any guesses? Any guesses? Commonly see me holding this. Oh, rainbow moonstone and opalite. Beautiful. Oh, a purple lake in France. That sounds amazing. I have never heard of that. Okay. If you can't guess it, I'll show it to you and then see if you can guess it. I know you know what this is. I know someone out there knows what this is. There's a time delay on the chat. I'm like sure someone's already answered it. And I'm like 5 minutes later seeing it. Selenite. Yay. That's right. Thank you, Dream State. It is selenite. I have this selenite. I have this selenite. Oh, I'm dropping my stuff. I got my whole necklace set up here. Well, now they're tangled. So you'll just have to trust me. I have a selenite necklace. So I have these beautiful pieces of selenite. Another common crystal that you can find pretty much anywhere. I used to meditate a lot with the tower, but it's kind of heavy and less convenient. But this wand, I just absolutely adore, and I love to hold it like this. And I just feel like it totally realigns me. And like if you could imagine, which I often do, that pillar of light from, Earth Star chakra to Soul Star, like going straight through your body, this rod of white light. This piece just really helps me tap into that. And that visualization, quite literally, again, because of its color, because of the striations on it, because of its shape. So again, if you don't know a lot about crystals, you don't have to. Just intuitively, this is the beauty of metaphysics, that it doesn't require a genius to figure it out. It's quite blatant in the way things are shaped, in the way that they function, what they do. So this piece of selenite is just, I feel fantastic. And I would highly recommend it to those of you who are really looking for alignment in all areas of your life, not just your creativity, but just spiritually. You're looking to realign. Selenite is a fantastic and beautiful stone for doing that. And just the way it catches the light, I just absolutely adore. What's this comment here? Something really cool and weird is that when I'm mixing my clear crystal epoxy with the part A and part B start to mix, they look like liquid selenite. Oh, that is really cool. Wow, I bet that's so beautiful. It's all shimmery. You have a wand like that too. I bet you do. Wings of Jewels. I prefer orange selenite myself. You know what? I didn't honestly know that there were other colors of it until I was in San Diego for that Chili Peppers concert. And I found this peach. Yeah, selenite. And I had never seen such a thing in my life. And I just thought it was so beautiful, the color. It looks much darker in the camera, I'm noticing, than it is in person. It's this really pale peachy orange. But oh yeah, when I saw it, I was like, oh, I just felt awash with peace and tranquility. So yeah, I was like, I'm getting that. I'm getting that. So I just found this last month and got my very first piece of, well, they called it peach selenite, orange selenite, whatever. I like the word peach. I think it sounds cute. But yeah, so I hope that you enjoyed this live. It was meant to just be a fun. I again want to thank my 8-year-old son for encouraging me to nerd out about crystals with my soul family. So thank you for joining me with that. If you're interested in crystals and you want to learn more about them and specifically more about how to apply them and use them in your creative journey, I actually created a guide about crystals for creativity years and years ago. And I sort of buried it because I started talking about other things and I wasn't quite as confident as I am now in the value of what I'm offering. So I am now, and I do encourage you, if you want to learn more about crystals, if you want to keep notes about the top 10 that I just mentioned, I have a free guide. It's in the link in my bio or in the description box of the video if you're on YouTube or Facebook. And it's an instant download. So you just put in your information and it'll instantly take you to the Google Doc and you can download the PDF document. But in there, I tell you like how to use it, which I didn't really like describe too much. I kind of put some in here just naturally, but other ways you can use crystals and things like that. But there are so many crystals. I truly do believe that the crystal you are meant to be with will find you at the right time. But also, if you are going to set the intention to pair with a crystal when you go out, trust your gut, trust your intuition. If you feel guided to one that was not on this list, screw my guide, follow your heart, get the crystal that you feel called to, and I guarantee you it will be the perfect partner for you on your journey. Even if you know nothing about it, once you Google it, you will be amazed and go, oh, that's exactly what I need right now, because that is the magical friendship that is pairing with crystals. So thank you for being here. And yes, I will give kudos to my son for encouraging this topic. I will let him know that you all enjoyed it, and he will be very, very happy. So thank you all for sharing your favorite crystals with me too in the comments. And if you think anybody else would enjoy this video, make sure you share it with them as well. I would appreciate it. I love you. For those of you who are registered for the Sacred Harvest Rebirth Gathering, the retreat starts tomorrow. So make sure you are there. Otherwise, I will see you all later. Have a beautiful week. Bye.